All right, this is another test, and I think I've seen myself, and I can hear myself.
Yes.
This is brilliant. Welcome, everybody.
This means that something's working at least.
Yes, that means that something's working at least, and that something seems to be a good something.
Yes,
I think.
indeed.
Yes, and we like good something here.
Yes.
Welcome to the second event of University Star League. This pub, well, last pub, I'm going to start there. Last pub, we had huge issues with lag. We hadn't tested out the equipment, we hadn't tested out the bit rates and so forth. So now, after that event, we've been spending the next half and a week and a half, in English, I guess, just sorting all of the lag issues out. So now, our lag is non-existent. Wait, we'll get to that. It's perfect. Lag-like, we're perfect. But this time, we've ran into every possible issue other than lag. Yes,
hardware.
Ever. Hardware.
Yes.
Software. Yes.
People. Internet connection.
Yeah, internet connection. Education.
Yeah.
We're lacking education.
Yes. Environmental problems.
Environmental problems. Yes. Hurricanes.
Food,
and so forth.
Hurricane Sandy.
Yes.
Hit us bad here tonight.
Yes.
It did.
It did.
And our thoughts go out to everyone else who were hit by Hurricane Sandy here in Handen.
Here in Handen, Stockholm. Anyway, so we're late, but we're very happy because we finally have our players in place. We have all the technology in place. We're going to start running. And we're just going to real quickly mention that, yes, we've eliminated all lag except for the train issue.
Yes.
Would you like to explain to us how the internet works?
Yes.
Wait, let's start with where we are.
Yes, we are in Handen.
We are in Handen, which is a remote location, a remote, smaller part of KTH here in Stockholm.
Me, as a Stockholmer, I had to bring a passport to go to Handen. That's how far away it is.
Yes, exactly. And the point is, they have perfect internet, brilliantly beautiful internet at the school. And we're now in their pub localities, student localities, far away.
Not on campus.
Not on campus. So the way they get internet is by setting up two antennas.
Yes.
That are
basically a Pringles can with a USB dongle in on one end and the same on the other end.
Yes.
And that works fine.
That works perfect.
Yes. Until the train passes by. Then you might see a lag spike.
Yes. So if you see lag spikes during this broadcast, it's because the train is passing by. And we've calculated those to every 7.5 minutes, I think.
Well yes.
No, every 15 minutes there's two trains passing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is going to be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No, it's very much. It's a lot of fun to be here, and the people here have kept our spirits up, even though everything's gone wrong. So to the next time, we're going to fix all of these issues. We're going to be on time and
on
campus, and the production is going to be brilliant and beautiful. Exactly. But we're working on that. All right, so...
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is DreamDuck, and I am the lead caster of University Star League, and you're going to see me most probably, at every single event throughout the series of pub events and at the final event. And this is my good friend...
my name is Lucky Duck. I'm the slightly eccentric IT manager. I will be around.
He will be around. Yes. We'll probably see a little more about him around. Depends on how well you do today.
Exactly.
Yes. This is an evaluation, basically.
Yes.
And we have a third caster popping in later today, so we'll introduce him when we get to that. But let's get into StarCraft. That's why we're here.
Finally. StarCraft.
We've been trying to get everything working now, so we're a little bit... we're angry at the world. At all possible aspects of the world except for at StarCraft, because StarCraft is still beautiful and we want to play some StarCraft.
Yes, and balanced.
Very balanced.
Very balanced.
Very balanced.
So, what's the first match we're going to...
I would have liked to have the in-control zoom there. Do you know?
Yes,
no,
yes.
Never mind. That's fun. Zoom. That's funny if you know in-control.
And have a webcam.
Yes, and have a webcam. So, let's get into the game. What's happening? We finally... we can start this, and we have two matchups for the evening.
Yeah.
And if you look at the splash screen when it starts, and you look at the round, roughly the times they're supposed to start, forget those. We're changing the splash screen.
Yeah,
it'll be changed. Don't worry, we got that.
As it goes.
As it goes. Well, we have two matchups. The first one is what we last time had called the Silver matchup. There was two Silver League players meeting each other, and the point is to state that you don't have to be a Masters League player or Diamond or anything like that to get to join into the University Star League tournament. Of course, this is for everyone. Everyone's supposed to play StarCraft and enjoy it together. So
Everyone
we have
and their grandma.
exactly. So we have two, so to speak, lower league players matching up against each other.
About platinum.
About platinum, somewhere around there. Very low leagues. Very low leagues. And we're actually right now throwing ourselves into the game. And let's see if we get it up on the stream. So that we can introduce these two players, I think.
Yes, our server is a bit occupied at the moment, but
yes,
I think he'll be right
something
along.
is troubling us a little bit. Let's see if we get the technology working. I'm hoping. Oh, that's not the one. as I said, every possible fault has gone wrong today.
And it continues to do so.
And it continues to do so, but we're still happy individuals. And and we're in game.
Finally.
Oh, it's time for some StarCraft. Man, I've been waiting for this tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. Would you want to have the honors to introduce the players, but introduce
Absolutely.
the players?
At the bottom of Cloud Kingdom, we have a TOS player whose name is Entex. Can we have a big round of applause for Entex, please?
We have some latency,
and
so
then some
we're
latency.
waiting for the
I thought we had a
upload.
solution to that.
Well, yeah, we had a solution, but it's...
Well,
there's the applause.
Everyone
right
caught
there,
up.
big round of applause.
Yeah.
All right, so grab the next one.
Yeah, up to the north, also on Cloud Kingdom. We have the Zerg player Fiishy.
Give it up. Let's see. Come on, we want we wanted the big. Okay, I'll do it again. We have the Zerg player Fiishy.
But now they're ahead of.
Yes. There we go. I'm not sure if the stream caught that, but it's wonderful. We're having a lot of fun here, at least. That's the point. Exactly. All right, so what we know about these players is basically nothing. Fiishy and Entex are two players that we met here. We want to find local people, and we asked, does anyone play StarCraft? And they're like, yeah, we play StarCraft. So they're just up to challenge each other here. And the point is they haven't played really for half a year, roughly. Two players who haven't played for a long time, so they're a little bit rusty. But they're supposed to be somewhat in the same platinum diamond, something around there. And what are we seeing so far? We're seeing a...
Entex has gimped his own gas.
Entex has gimped his own gas?
Yep.
All right.
And blocked Fiishy's expansion.
So nice game start for him, I guess. And we're seeing a very standard start from Entex, walling himself in, of course, as usual. And the pylon blocking the natural. So no quick expansion there. And we have the third taken, of course, for Fiishy. So, well, this happens about, let's say, every PvZ.
Sounds about right.
And we
you want to talk about the map?
Do I?
Of course you do.
I can talk about the map. Cloud Kingdom. We're on, aren't we? Yes, it's Cloud Kingdom. It's a brilliant map.
It's an MLG variant.
It's an MLG version of it.
Yes.
And what signifies this map? Well, it's a lot of interesting ramps and so forth. So Protoss likes all of the weird chokes. Now, for Zerg, though, there's a lot of interesting ways of flanking. So you can come with armies from all different angles and all sides and actually try to make a big grip, claw, kill, I'm Zerg type of maneuver, which is always nice, right?
Yeah. We see some Zerglings moving out for Fiishy.
All right, he's just scouting the map, placing the Zerglings out, grabbing the watchtowers, the usual deal. I'm guessing he killed the pylon, he must have. Yes, he's killed the pylon, and the question is, will he go for a double expansion? No. It doesn't seem like it. Will he? No, he's saving up a lot of minerals.
Well, I hope it doesn't, because Fiishy has seen that Entex has not taken an expansion of his own. So going for too fast.
No, that would be very bad. Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah.
I'm used to just Protoss Forge expanding, so I talked before I was thinking. Now this is quite interesting. He's on one base as of right now. Yeah. And well, of course, what we usually see is a quick forge and an expansion and a cannon just to protect that one. But since there's no expansion down, we're gonna have to wait for some sort of some sort of Fiishy needs to wait for some sort of signal on what the Protoss is actually doing before it can, of course, grab a third.
Entex has picked up 3 gateways and just finished warp gate. So let's see if he's going to put on some aggression. I think he is, because he's warping in stalkers and has a sentry and is moving out right now. What happened there?
I don't know. The English malfunction.
Yes, indeed.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Fine.
Those are completely fine since we're not on the actual stream right now. So any wardrobe malfunctions, feel free. And then we have the expansion. I was thinking it looked like it wasn't straight up aggression. It was only 3 gateways, right?
Yeah, 3 gateways.
And 3 gateways is enough to put on a little bit of a timing push here to just put a little pressure on and force Fiishy to create a lot of Zerglings, of course, to hold this. And behind that, he's taking his expansion himself. So the question is, how much damage is he going to do? Is he going to manage to do? And he has a sentry with at least some energy. And
but the Zerglings get in there right away, and it's going to do a lot of damage.
They're going to do a lot of damage, but he's very nicely preserving the force field. Put one down nicely, and the other one he waited for to maximize the damage on the Zerglings while not taking as little damage himself as possible, of course.
But Fiishy does get the surround and eliminates all of that force.
So he locks that force down quite easily, of course. And we have 2 sentries here that I hope Fiishy will not catch. Oh, but he is going to. Do we have a force field on the ramp? He could have force fielded the ramp, I guess, to get away from those.
That's a lot of gas lost right
there.
that
is a lot of gas lost right there. 2 more sentries is a very big deal to lose this early. And he has a lot of zealots to take care of the Zerglings if they decide to do any type of pressure on the second, but they don't need to. They really don't need
not
to.
At all.
No.
Fiishy is taking his third behind this, but also putting down a macro hatch. So he's going to go into big production soon, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like he is. And of course he has a quite nice advantage so far with all the forces he managed to take out, and with Entex's quite late expansion, actually, if we compare to the regular games. So with Entex not doing enough damage with that push, I'm thinking Fiishy is in quite ahead. Now the question is, when is he going to grab all those gases?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. He's gotten just one in his main, and taking the second right now. But he's not going to go into any techs anytime soon.
So it's going to be interesting to see what he's doing. Is he just going to build an absolute crap ton of Zerglings and try to swarm the Protoss player? Not sure about that. So far, the supplies for both players are quite even, actually. Fiishy is even a little bit behind, which is interesting. But I think that when his third base kicks in, that's going to change quite a lot. He's taking out the rocks. Well, it's always nice. We like killing rocks, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. We can see the Entex has brought up a new force.
Yes.
It's mainly zealots and sentries, and is pushing out again. What do you think he's going to be able to do with that?
I don't really know. Depends on all depends on his placement of those zealots. If he manages to put the zealots in the front and force field in Zerglings, then yes, he's going to be able to do a little damage. But that force is not that large, and there's a lot of defenses here at home, and those force fields.
Well, he does get them down, actually.
Well, he does get them down, but they're a little bit wasteful, actually.
Yeah, this looks really dangerous for Fiishy. I think he might actually lose his third if he doesn't handle this properly.
I think he should be able to hold this.
He took out all the sentries again.
He got a nice surround. That's a problem with those force fields. He didn't have. He would have had to have continuous force fields with that amount of zealots. He didn't have enough zealots to actually be able to put the pressure that he really wanted to put on that third base. And with not enough sentry energy to keep those force fields up, he didn't have the time to actually take that down. With the 2 spine crawlers there, it was a little bit of a waste effort. But I think the point is that Entex feels that he really needs to do some sort of damage right now. I think he feels like he's a little bit behind.
And he is, absolutely. If we have a look at the lost resources, Entex has lost double what Fiishy has lost. He's just now getting his third up.
Yeah.
And, well, on the other hand, Fiishy doesn't have a lot of tech.
No. Fiishy does not have a lot of tech. He has a slight supply lead. For Zerg, actually, that's not that big a supply lead, and the point is, when Entex's third is going to be saturated, he's going to have quite a good economy to actually back this up with. And he has some tech. He's going for charge right now, and he's got his +1 finished. Now, it seems so far as if he's only basing his army around gateway units, though. So, it looks like we're going to see an epic Tier 1 battle here.
Yeah, it does look like that. He does have +2 finished now,
Oh,
actually.
+2.
+2,
right,
and the charge is almost there, while Fiishy has just now started his +1/+1.
Yes, exactly, for Zerglings, but he's building a lot of roaches here.
It's a bit strange since he's upgrading melee attacks, not range attacks.
Exactly, but he's finally taken. He's got all those gases, and he's got his infestation pit down. So the point is, if he's going to get that down, get a few infestors out, then he's going to be sitting quite pretty in this game. I think
we see a lot of Zerglings going out for
streaming
right
out for
now.
the third, and yes, and his army is out, so this could actually take him by really surprise, and he could lose a lot of workers here.
Oh, how many does he get? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13.
Oh, and he turns back.
Yeah, right decision. 13 probe kills for free, actually.
Yeah, very much
if he doesn't stay here and fight, I hope.
Oh, and we get a few force fields down. So he's, the Zealots are able to take out a bunch of those Zerglings, but that was most definitely worth it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
With being slightly ahead, all he wants to do is keep the Protoss economy down a little, because if he gives Entex the possibility to really max out in any possible way, then this is going to be a lot harder for Fiishy.
Absolutely. Right now, after that, Fiishy's on 69 to 52 Harbiters, a substantial lead. But I wonder why Fiishy hasn't taken a fourth base yet, and his creep spread is awfully small.
His creep spread is awfully small, but yes, if you haven't played for half a year, then
well, okay.
I'm thinking that's
big
one
battle,
less
a lot
mechanic.
of roaches, a lot of gateway units.
A lot of roaches, and those force fields are nice, but the question is, well, yeah, he could have starter step microed those roaches, but the question is, does he want to? Oh, he manages to take out the army, and there's a lot of roaches left. They take out everything that's left, and we're down to around half the supply now, almost.
Yeah. +1 armor for roaches finished just as the battle began. Perfect timing for Fiishy, actually, and it's going out again.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going after that third, and well, Fiishy does have some defenses, but I think this is going to be hard.
I think this is going to be really hard. There's a lot of roaches there, and they have at least a defense upgrade. So even if he has +2 attack, it really won't help him too much. And he had just had 44 more roaches in production, and when those stream across the map, I'm thinking we're going to see a quick GG here.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think Entex should really sacrifice this third and try to get a bit more army before he engages this.
Yeah, I think so too. He should have left that one and tried to build a little bit more of an army.
Yeah, those sellers can't do anything against the roaches.
No, and it could have been used later on.
Yeah,
I'm
possibly.
guessing. So we have the infestation pit and the evolution chambers working on upgrades here. Yes. So there's a lot of upgrades going on for the Zerg player, but I don't think that much. And there's the GG right there. So the first game goes to Fiishy very quickly, actually, or rather quickly. We don't see any prolonged games here, and it looked a little one-sided for Fiishy's side here. So let's see what Entex can pull out of his hat for the second game.
Yeah, I think it was a bit. What word am I looking for? Interesting, because Fiishy had it at the beginning. I felt he took his third instead of his natural. That's normal.
Yes,
you have to do it all the time, and he were ahead. Actually.
He was ahead. He was ahead from the beginning, and the whole point of the late expansion of the Protoss was that he hoped on doing some sort of damage with his 3 gates onto the fast expansion by the Zerg.
Yeah, and that he also lost all those sentries over and over again, so all the gas in mind. He were so after in tech, except he actually had 3 +3 attack upgrades finished.
Yes,
at the end there.
At the end there.
But if you don't have an army, what are you going to do with upgrades?
Exactly. So there was a little. His problem was losing a lot of sentries early on.
Absolutely.
And he could have used it. He could have used that gas to tech to something else. When the roaches came, if you had a robo down or any type of other tech, then he could have easily handled robos with immortals, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 or 3 immortals would have changed that last battle completely.
Quite a lot. Yeah. I think the main big problem in that battle was losing the 2 sentries quite quick.
Yeah,
I think that was the point.
I think so too. He did do a fair amount of damage to Zerglings at a point,
yes.
But Zerglings are throwaway at that point of the game.
Very much so.
So good call from Fiishy going basically all in from 3 bases and not taking a 4th.
Exactly. He decided to just, well, keep the Protoss player down, and I think he did the very right decision, pumping out a lot of Zerglings, keeping the 3rd base down, preventing him from mining anything there, which kept him down. He was ahead, and when you're ahead, you should
get more ahead.
Yes, thank you.
And when you're behind, Dark Shrine.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Rhymes.
I was about to say get more behind, but that's completely different.
Well, that's the way some people play. Personally,
do.
I don't agree with it,
No.
but of course, to each his own.
Yes, to each his own, and so forth.